Affang soup is one of the very important traditional soup in Akwa Ibom and Cross River, and even the entire African love to eat Affang soup. And even some people from the Asian country have learned to eat Affang soup. However, people thought that making it could be very difficult. But I bring you good news. Affang soup is one of the simplest soup that you can make. Dear viewers, dear subscribers, this afternoon, this evening, I bring you the simplest way to make Affang soup. Okay, so protein for the soup today is beef, cow meat. You can use goat meat, you can use any type of meat that you take. But today I'll be using cow meat to make this simple Affang soup. So wash your meat very well this way before you boil the meat. And you remember that cow meat, you need to cook it very well so that it will be done and soft for the people eating the food to be able to chew it, and also to protect against whatever things would have want to affect someone. So this is the pepper. Today I'm using the green pepper. What do they call it again? Is it habano pepper? No, you look for the name, but it's the pepper that gives off its scent into the food and you can't resist it. So this is my meat. Added pepper, added seasoning cubes, added salt, and it's on fire. So right there, I'll still be adding pomo or ikbauna, or what you call it, cow skin. So wash it this way, very clean, thoroughly. Then chop it into the size you want. Some people like it very tiny slices. Some people like it table slice because it's just supportive, not like the main protein. I'm not even sure, does it give protein? Okay, so I'm adding it to my stock. So I'm preparing stock. Okay, so I'll also be adding shell periwinkle. Like I've told us, you need to wash everything and make it clean. One thing you shouldn't add to your meal is sand. So anyhow you want to avoid sand, you need to ensure that everything you want to use and make your food is spotless clean. So like this shell periwinkle, wash it repeatedly. You even have to cover a lid and shake it to ensure that the sand inside the shell are out, and even part of the shell. So once you've washed it very clean and the water is as clean as when you added it, you can now add it to your stock on fire. So Affang soup is made with water leaf and Affang leaf. So this is our water leaf. This is another thing that if you're not careful will bring sand to your food. So you need to wash it thoroughly until you cannot feel a pinch of sand. So while I'm soaking the water leaf in water, let me wash my stockfish head and still add to the stock on fire. This soup promises to be very delicious. Let's wash the water leaf together. So keep on washing it until your water is as clean as when you added it. If you are not sure that it's clean, you can soak it in water. If you don't have a running water, you can get a big basin and soak the water leaf in water for a while to ensure that all the sand that came with it is gone. Remember to remove the flour from it and wash it very well. Then I will show you carefully how to also chop your water leaf. I know I've shown you in previous videos, but you can still learn today, especially if you are watching my video or you are coming to my channel for the first time. Every day you get to my channel, you should be able to learn one or two things. Like water leaf is plucked from the farm, and that's why you have to wash it very well. So the fish I'll be adding to the soup is what they call maniyak. I'll explain to you what that means, but meanwhile, this is how to chop the water leaf. You can use a chopping board, or if you're a guru, you can just chop it directly like this. Chop it very tiny. Okay, so this fish that is called maniyak, some people call it abagotawa, meaning that it's very tasty in food, but you can hardly find it inside that soup. So if you finish cooking it, you might be looking for it inside that soup. So wash it very well. Remove the bones before you now add it to your stock on fire. Okay, let's pound crayfish. So this is another thing that can add sand. So you select the crayfish before you add to your pepper in the mortar and pound it. You can also blend it if you want. So let's get to our stock. Our soup is almost ready. Let's add a palm oil, a little palm oil because we'll still add some more. Then added the water leaf, added crayfish and seasoning cubes. Once it's boiled fully, add the affang. The affang is already blended, grounded in before bringing. So that's the greenish affang. So I'll add everything and stir this soup. You know, both leaves are vegetables, so it should be leafy, should be fresh when you're done. So this is the affang. So you just stir the pot, you stir it and allow it boil the whole pot, and you now bring it down and save it while it's still green. Serve your soup while it's still green. This soup can be eaten with fufu, it can be eaten with gari, it can be eaten with semo, it can be eaten with tuwo, it can be eaten with any type of swallow. Don't tell me you want to take it for breakfast. You can take it for lunch and dinner. Wow, this is my yummy, very tasty Affang. So dear viewers, dear subscribers, thank you for taking your time to watch my videos. Thank you for liking, thank you for commenting. You can reproduce this soup. It's one of the easiest soup to make amongst our traditional soup, and is one of the very important cuisine around this area. So bring your swallow and get the soup. I pray that you have a blessed day, and always eat your soup when it's very fresh. So you can make a la carte. You don't need to cook very big pots. You can make it just enough for people to eat, so that anytime they want to eat, you can make anyone. Have a beautiful and wonderful day. Bye.